What is going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Before we get this video started, I do want to say this is not 120% confirmed, but if you guys got a glimpse of the video that was leaked by somebody EA thought would be a great idea to go ahead and give NHL 19 early and play around and fiddle with, or whatever they did, must get all the EA games for free or something. That was a great idea, I guess, because you released video footage like 2 months ahead of time. Hey, it was fun for us, right? But it ended up, if you've seen, we've seen player overalls. He was going through draft champions. We've seen guys like Braden Holtby with an 82. We've seen Brock Besser with an 80. We've seen Barkov with an 82. And we're playing NHL 19 for the first time. For some reason. I didn't know what to do. I needed something to look at. And I figured let's look at some 99 overalls, because that's what we're talking about. Brock Besser, 80 overall, 82 Braden Holtby. Like, those guys can only mean one thing. We're going to see lower overalls in NHL 19 HUT than we did this year. If and only if those draft champion player overalls are finalized. And the reason it does seem pretty logical that it is, I mean, it wasn't part of the roster update, and I mean, they didn't really release it in the beta, so they didn't have a incentive to be like, oh, we gotta change the overalls because it's a beta, right? It's like, well, here's the game. We're ready to go to start the season. Well, you know, all the good stuff like that. So it makes you think like, he was looking like last year, he was looking at, let's look at Alexander Barkov or a guy like Braden Holtby. Dang, Holtby had the same overall as Ovi this year. Who would have thought that? Man, I have not played HUT in so long. Dang, there are a lot of fancy special cards out, though. But you go out there and you look and you say, oh, there was a guy, even Bergeron in 87. Sorry, I get distracted, all right? Alexander Barkov, oh my goodness, they gave him a 99 overall. I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but they did. Barkov's a great player. Barkov did nothing to deserve an 82 overall next year. Neither did Holtby. I mean, Holtby did have a kind of regular season. He turned up in the playoffs, right? But regardless, not the point. They had no reason to go down to an 82. You're seeing a -4 out of Barkov, a -6 out of Holtby. It makes you think they have to be downgrading them, right? They have to be downgrading them. I think we've seen a bunch of alumni guys in the 80s. We've seen a couple at 90. But you got to be downgrading guys, right? At that point, if the overalls are that low, they have to be seeing downgrades. So that's what we're going with. Do we like this, though? I know a lot of people don't like downgrades. They all want the faster players. They all want the 90, 91 overall. And here's my thoughts on it. I'd like to hear yours as well. I got two things. First of all, I never had a problem with low overalls. I thought the low overalls was great. It gave a reason to give guys upgrades, meaningful upgrades, where you could be like, oh, he's an 88. We'll give him an upgrade here. You'd be like a 91, 92 or something. And it gives you time to upgrade. The problem was when they gave guys 88, 89 overalls, everybody complained the game was slow and muddy, which it kind of was slow and muddy. I'll get to why that's not going to be a problem next year, but it kind of was, right? So they gave a bunch of guys upgrades, but they got a little excessive where they literally gave guys like Roberto Luongo a 96 overall this year. Barkov's got a 99. Like, look at this. I'm just looking at Florida's team. They got Barkov with a 97. Dadonov with a 94. Like, they got guys all over the place. Dadonov with a 94 is respectable because they got Team of the Year, right? But they got guys all over the place that seen upgrades. They got too excessive with the overall upgrades. I think the overall is lower is great because let's say a guy like Barkov does have a really great week. Well, he gets a Team of the Week and you +3, +4. I think they just have too many things that get guys upgrades. Like the Ruby cards, those were unnecessary for upgrades. Those green cards that got guys upgrades. There was just too many outside of necessary cards that got these all guys to a 99 overall. Not the point of the video, right? That's not what we're here for. I'm sorry. I get on HUT and I just get all ranty. I got a lot to say about HUT. A lot of good things can happen with HUT if they do it right. I don't know. I'm very opinionated about it. Still not sure if that's a word. People question me on it all the time. But the thing reason we're not going to have a problem with this is the skating mechanism. The RPM skating. Now, one of the reasons these guys did feel slow and muddy, if you guys have played the beta and you came back to NHL 18, you notice the big difference in his skating. The skating is so much worse than NHL 18. Once you get used to it again, it's like, oh, I'm used to it, right? I've been playing with this. But when you go straight from 19 to 18, you're like, oh man, we're so clunky, we can't turn, you can't skate. That stuff should be gone next year. Because if you remember, like even we was playing ESHL. Keep in mind when we play ESHL, these guys are like 82, 83, 84 overall guys. Like you're not skating around at 95 overall players in ESHL. You're skating around at lower overalls. And that's how those players felt. I feel like, I mean, of course, they have some sort of slider adjustment from ESHL to HUT. But I think that's what the problem was in the first place. They had some sort of slider adjustment type thing going on there. Yeah, that's my phone vibrating. I apologize. I gotta... Yeah, that'll work. Over there, that's fine. So I think you're going to be fine. Because even though you're going to have the low overall players, the skating's going to be a lot better. So it's going to make up for, say the guy is an 86 overall or an 87. That is low. That is low, 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 low. But that's what they do with games, man. Most games, You pull an 80, like even in Madden, Madden just came out. If I pulled an 84 overall right now, he'd go straight on my roster. In NHL, you laugh at that, you know? Like that's the thing though, other games, and then when you do get those 90 overalls later in the year, they're worth so much more because of the best player in the game. And you go another 2 months, you start seeing 95, 96, and it's like, oh, I still want to get those. Those are so much better than the cards out. Opposed to, say, NHL, where everybody's on 99 overall halfway through the hockey season, right? So there's literally no reason to be like, oh, I got to get the next best card. I got to get the next best card because the best cards were already out. So I think, you know, the low overalls do give you the chance to upgrade players and be like, oh, he's got an 88, 89, and that's great. Well, you know what? We're in January. Let's give him a 92, 93. Oh, we're in March, 95, 96. Team of the year. You know, now you start seeing the 99s, not 99 overalls a month ahead of time, and not every player getting a 99 overall, just a select few. You know, there's a lot more room for improvements like that. So I think the lower rolls are great. I love them. I think the difference is going to be the skating. If the skating is great, I think the player overalls is going to be great. I think it's going to be good for Hut. Like I said, the biggest problem I had with Hut this year, and I think a lot of people did, was just look at this. This is the Florida Panthers collection. Like, I'm looking at every card, and you're seeing more special cards than you are regular cards. That's a problem. When there's more special cards up than the gold cards that pull out of the packs, what's that tell you? There's way too many of them. So, I don't know. I mean, they have the tweezer, tinker, the T word. They're going to do the T word. They got to tinker with it, right? Maybe a few less special cards. But regardless, even if there is just as many special cards with the lower overalls, you can give guys more special cards. So hopefully it works out. I'm hoping for the best. Like I said, this isn't even finalized. I mean, it looks good on paper. It sounds legit because, like I said, you look at guys like Barkov's an 86, you minus him 4, so you put him on the same level as Brayden Holtby. I don't know if you want to do that one, but like I said, Barkov's a great player. The way goalies are rated, they gave Holtby an 88 this year. Had a little bit of a mess season until the playoffs, like I said. So you never know, actually, to be quite honest. I could argue our Barkov having an 88 match in Holtby. So I think it's pretty legitimate and pretty good chance that that does happen. Like I said, it's an opinion. I'd like to hear what you guys are thinking. As I said before, do you want to see higher player overalls, lower player overalls? Because, you know, like I said, you go out there and... What if you give Barkov a 90 overall to start the year and Crosby and McDavid at 95, you know, like they used to? Then you're like, oh, 3 days later after McDavid drops 5 points in 3 straight games, he's already 99 overall, you know? So I think it's great. I think it's great they're doing it this way. Like I said, let's see what you guys want to say as well. As always, though, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.